Have you thought about moving to northern Arizona? Are you tired of HOAs and CC&Rs and you just want to do whatever you want to with your land? Well, today this video is going to be about making your own rules. We're kind of in the wild, wild west out here. We're in a little place called Valle, V-A-L-L-E, and it is 30 miles north of Williams, Arizona. We are 30 miles south of the Grand Canyon, and you can also get to Flagstaff within 45 minutes if you just head east. So it's in this little triangle area. You can buy 1 acre out here anywhere from like $6,000 up to $50,000 or more. It seems like if you pay more, you're getting maybe electricity, whereas some of these spots don't have electricity. Most of them don't have water. Out in this area, everybody pays for their water to be hauled, or they have their own water tanks on their trucks. If you pick up the water yourself, it's 2.5 cents a gallon, and if you have it delivered, it's about 3 cents a gallon. So there's a lot you can do out here, but there's also not a lot going on. So let's show you what it looks like around here. There are a lot of dirt roads, and this first land that we're coming to is $18,000, and it does have a water cistern, and it also has this cinder driveway as well. And this is your view. So you are less than a mile from 2 different highways. So right behind us is Highway 180 that will take you back into Flagstaff, and then another highway over here is 64, which will go north to the Grand Canyon or south into Williams proper. So why not just purchase a home in the city of Williams or the city of Flagstaff? It's going to be a lot more expensive for the land, and also they're going to have a lot more rules. Right here we are just in Coconino County, and so there are 300 to 400 pages of rules for the county, but this area specifically says no HOAs, no CC&Rs. You can pretty much do what you want out here. I see a lot of trailers parked out here. I see a lot of tiny houses and container houses. So a lot of people maybe that like to camp and just want to leave their trailer here. Let me walk up here and I'll show you. There is one neighbor right here that just has this tiny camper. And all these little white things, those are all people's campers. And then you can see cars going by on the highway. This is the water cistern where your water would be delivered. And those blue skies, that's what Arizona looks like all the time. It's absolutely amazing. Some of the drawbacks to living out here is it's a little bit windier. Northern Arizona does get a lot of snow. I have lived here 15 years, and the least amount of snow we got was maybe 30 inches, and the most amount of snow we got was just last year, and we had maybe 130 inches. So if you are going to be driving on these dirt roads, you can imagine when it's filled with snow or rain, that's going to be a little bit tricky. So you will need a certain type of vehicle to get in and out of here. But like I said, it's not a problem all the time. It's just a problem some of the time. So this piece of land that we were just on is 1 acre for $18,000. And I think why it has the price increase is because of the cinder driveway and the water cistern that's on the property. And it says that it has like some camping sites throughout it. From like a bird's eye view, you can see it, but from right here, I can't see where else those would be. If you go down this road, there's more tiny houses down there. Let me see if I can zero in. All the way down there. So it's probably a mile away from here. You're definitely not going to have neighbors, but also if you needed to get to a hospital, it would be a 45-minute drive. Let's go see some more property. All right, so this next piece of property is another acre. It's off of Goldenrod Lane. It's a little bit less expensive, but there's nothing done with the land at all. So you just have some of these trees and shrubbery and grass. And then these roads are a little bit rougher as well. And this is just what the land looks like. So there's not currently electricity on these pieces of land, most of them. So you will, if there's a neighbor nearby that already has land, you can tap into that pretty easily. Otherwise, our local electrical company, APS, I guess they'll give you up to $10,000 off for the installation price. I don't know what it actually runs, but that is what I heard. So you could also put solar panels on your home as well. And the camping rules, if you're in a trailer or anything that's 200 square feet or less, you're supposed to get a new permit for camping every 120 days. But I don't believe that the county is coming out here and checking on that. It looks pretty remote, as you can see. All right, let's go see another piece of property. All right, so these last two pieces of property that are behind me are also just over 1 acre, and they're $6,000 a piece. Let me show you what it looks like out here. Nothing but sagebrush, and you have some neighbors over here. You can see some neighbors in the distance. And there is a fence line here and a tiny house here. Here's the roads. The 64 is over here, and then the 180 is behind us, and that's the way to the Grand Canyon. The roads are getting kind of rough out here, so I'm probably not going to spend a ton of time out here with my little SUV BMW because I am terrified and I want to go home and crawl into a comfy blanket where I'm not concerned that I'm going to get stuck in the middle of nowhere. That's where we are, kind of the middle of nowhere. All right, if you guys have any questions about land, I will try to answer to the best of my knowledge. If you have any other questions about Northern Arizona in general regarding real estate, I would love to help you. Don't forget to like and subscribe my page, and have a great day.